You have to be very persistent. I mean, we had to be so persistent. We couldn't let a day go by where we weren't on the phone, you know, every single day, trying to get this movie made, trying to get people to read the book, understand what we were trying to do, and understand why this needed to be told, understand that there was an audience out there, understand that there are no movies out there like this for young people to go see that are intelligent and smart and aren't insulting and aren't popcorn, you know. I mean, sure, you know, Runaway Bride, Pretty Woman, those are fun fairy tale movies, but there's nothing challenging out there for young women to go see that talks about issues that are not discussed in our society, that talks about like panic attacks and depression, and talks about them in a funny way, in a humorous way, in a challenging way, in an intelligent way, in a dark way, and mixes up every aspect of humanity and life and tells it in such a sort of articulate, brilliant way. That's just not really out there for young women. All the guys have always gotten the great rebels in movies and in literature. I grew up with, the guys got Holden Caulfield, the guys got Lord of the Flies, the guys got Randall from Cuckoo's Nest, the guys got everyone. There weren't a lot of female heroines. There were some, but it was mostly men, and certainly in the movies it was mostly men, with the exception of a few women. And so this was the first time in years that I had seen what
I loved about it, there was the dialogue, women interacting each other, both the humor and the conflicts and the passion and the tension.
And they were flawed. They're human. They're really messed up. They've got a lot of
They're in an
flaws.
institution.
It's definitely not a girly film, and I think that's going to be very appreciated by girls, you know? It's not about, you know, a bunch of girls sitting around talking about boys. You know, it's about girls dealing with their own psyche and, you know, discovering things about themselves and delving into parts of themselves that make them who they are, but that are very scary.